Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we are going to be taking on a Duramboros. And first we're going to eat, because eating is good. Because Duramboros can hit pretty hard. So if I can reduce the strength of the hits and also increase my max HP, then we'll be a little bit better off. No defender, huh? That's fine. More max health is still good. So, time to save not actually Cha-Cha. So, I think the hardest part of this quest is just going to be bringing down the Duramboros in time, because Duramboros has a lot of HP. Like, a lot. Which really comes with the territory of it being so overwhelmingly large. And not just large, but bulky large. Good job, Kayamba. You did it. Sup, Duramboros? Also, Kayamba, I'm not that weird looking. Come on. I wonder if I should start looking on or into upgrading my armor anytime soon. I mean, like, sure, I could make new armor, but why would I when things aren't hitting me that hard? Like, I could try for an armor that would be more offensively capable. Or a monster that would help me transition into high rank better. One spin, two spin, in we go. And up he goes. Okay, not the side I had hoped to be on, but it works. After all, we do want to break the horns. Though, interestingly, it seems that impact bounces off the horns at green, whereas cut doesn't. Considering there was a bounce sound when we did the little shield bash part of our combo. Though maybe we weren't hitting the horns with our sword? I don't know. Uh-oh. Alright, that's a decent hit, but not huge. But then again, the Duramboros was not raging at the time, so maybe that would change things a bit. Okay, fling yourself over here, that's fine. Oh, tremors. Ow. Okay, the Duramboros is definitely doing respectable damage, though not huge. But again, it's also not raging. I'm going to save this pit for when it's tired, because over the course of this quest, I am positive that it'll get tired at some point. And in we go. And we got the knockdown, which is good, because that means we can hit his nice soft back. Work at breaking these humps. I need to remember that I can continue my combo 3 hits after the ordinary end if I start mashing A instead of X. Because sometimes that would let me get some more damage in. And getting more damage in is good. Also, now he's raging, as evidenced by steam coming out of his mouth and his humps. Might as well grab this. We're getting lucky with the paw print stamps. Also, ow. Ah, yes, the move Durambros stole from Devil Joe. Okay, bye. For some reason, I don't feel much need to paint Durambros. I wonder why that could be. Oh, someone's spinning again. There's one. There's two. In we go. I always wait for the second spin because I feel most able to actually get where I need to be after that point. Poor Aptonoth got smushed. Incidentally, the vast majority of Durambros we fight in the game are males, because the females tend to hang out in herds taking care of their young. And the males don't hang out with the herds because the females don't want them there because the males are just too violent. They don't want their young getting all smished. So basically, this guy's an outcast who's not allowed near kids. Also, I believe we can get 3 sparklies per Durambros in this game. Moss Plate's definitely better than a 2. Ow. Oh, he's spinning again. Which means I don't have time to sharpen because I gotta do that. That took surprisingly few hits. I guess I knocked him down with the other leg. And there we go. The humps are broken. Still hitting them, though, because they still take good damage. You leaving or are you repositioning? You're leaving, okay. And another moss plate. We've gotten decent luck with the sparklies. Though it is worth noting, a Durham moss plate is not nearly as good as a plate from other monsters besides Elatrion. It's not a rare thing, just because it's got plate in the name. And he's having a snack. Hopefully we can, well, no, we can't interrupt it. So it'll be a while before he actually gets tired. So that's fine. We can still work on this tail. Main reason to put this guy in a pit is because it makes his humps nice and available. We've already broken them, but they are his weak spot, so it's not bad to be able to get them some more. Also, it never ceases to amuse me that Durambros is basically reverse Uragon. They're both Brute Wyverns. And Uragon rotates vertically, as in, like, it rolls around and slams things with its chin. Durambros rotates horizontally, as in it spins around, and it slams things with its tail. And we just got us a tail break. We've still got the knocking the rocks off the tail. But that'll happen at some point. And we really want this guy to throw himself into the air first so that we can mine his tail. Because you'll note there is a nice big crack in it. So I think I should really be going for his face until such a time as he throws himself. And now he's mad. Yeah, it definitely seems that impact needs more sharpness to not bounce on Duramboros horns. That's interesting. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh. Could do with a few less tremors over here, buddy. Do your spin. Yeah, or just toss yourself into the air from a standing position. That's great. It's really all I needed. Because now we do that. Shell is easily not what I wanted. What I wanted was tailbone or whatever. Because I think I'm going to need a couple. Though I think they're also the rarer of Duramboros' items, so we weren't exactly likely to get it in the first place. Ooh, that was close. Glad I got hit by the tremor instead of the body. If you get hit by the body, it's an auto stun. So just don't let Duramboros launch itself onto you, because it hurts, and it's an auto stun. Of course, you get out of your stun by the time the Duramboros can move again, so it's not a huge deal. It's gonna be nice when this quest is over and we actually have Kayamba to use. For a moment I was thinking that it fell over on its own because it was tired, but then realized we've gotten all three sparklies, so there wouldn't have been a sparkly happening anyway. Because usually I rely on the sparkly sound to tell me that, hey, it's fallen over. Looks like he is leaving. Ah. Taking the underground passage, huh? That means he's going 2 load screens right now. Which is a little annoying, but not like he's hard to follow. I know exactly where he's going. He's going right up here. Hey, buddy. Ow. That is a carvable Bnahabra. Though I don't want to get smashed into the ground to carve it. Am I just not allowed to have monster fluid? Is that what's going on here? Because seriously, with 4 more monster fluid, I would be able to make a weapon that I at least have a decent chance of fully upgrading. It's not amazing when fully upgraded, but a fully upgraded weapon is still a fully upgraded weapon. And it's one that's upgradable pretty early on in each rank, so it's a good starter weapon for any given rank. And for that reason, I would rather like to be able to make it. Though I could get it for free from a rust shard. So I guess making it and using all that monster fluid is a little unnecessary and wasteful. Plus, it's not great at any point. It's just, it upgrades fast, and it's decent when you are first able to get each upgrade for it. Ow. I'm gonna go over here, do some healing and sharpening. 2 herbs ought to do it. Hi, Ludi. All right, big fella. I want to see that tail pop off. I mean, you backing up towards me definitely helps me get to the tail, though it's better when you keep it still rather than raising it super high and trying to slam it down on me. Oh, you're leaving? That's fine. I can follow. Oh. Got ahead of him. Tail is unfortunately not on the proper side for good contact, but we got the horns. Ooh, and that is a tired Duramboros. So time for this pitfall trap to go down. Oh, he's gonna knock himself over here. Because when they're tired, that's what happens when they try to spin. Which just means free hits on the humps. Now get in this trap. That's a good boy. Time for more free hits on the humps. And while he's attempting to spin, we'll sharpen. Just outside of the spin's range. I know I do still have work to do on the tail, but I need to hit the humps when he gives them to me, because they just take so much more damage than the rest of him. And again, he's got a lot of HP. And besides, if we really want to hit the tail, best time for that is when he launches himself into the air and is stuck on the ground for a little while. Start spinning, buddy. Ow. I want to see you spin or do a launch. Ow. There's a launch. That was quite the splash. Oh. Here comes a spin, which means we want to get in there. Sure, we could have let the spin happen in order to try and bait out a launch. But again, Duramboros, lots of HP. And I think I'm going to go use the bed just because it's right here. And we can use the health. Might not be a bad idea to consider making some Duramboros armor if we can. It's not as easy to make as the jaggy stuff we're wearing, but if memory serves, it's not terrible. So Duramboros moved. Here, maybe? Yes, here. Kayamba, you really need to wake up. Oh, here's a spin. Okay, I'm gonna leave the humps alone for a little while, because I have no idea whether or not the Duramboros limped to get here. I don't expect that it did, considering it's not yet 20 minutes into the quest. But breaking off that tail is of pretty great importance. Okay, now it's time to stop ignoring the humps. Oh, that was a good flint, or enrage, rather. Kept us from taking the charge. So we've got all the brakes on this Duramboros. That much is nice. Incidentally, Duramboros is one of those brute wyverns that can only be knocked down by hitting the feet under certain circumstances. Whereas for Bracky, it's you gotta hit them when he's not raging. For Duramboros, it's you gotta hit them when he's spinning. Because hitting them under normal circumstances will just get a flinch, not a knockdown. Oh, please, go ahead and launch yourself. Incidentally, when you can't reach the humps, the stretchy part of the tail, not the rock part at the end, is the weakest spot that you can hit on Duramboros. It's going to be nice when I can start doing quests without using, like, 10 plus whetstones each time. It's going to be real nice. Ooh, please, be my guest. Launch yourself as much as you want. Not the greatest flinch we could have gotten. And that was a leg flinch. Oh, be my guest. Knock yourself down. Give me those humps. So I'm guessing that call out means that this Duramboros is ready to limp. Yep. Which means we can probably get away with using this ration. But first, since this is blue, killer beetles, please. There's one. 2. Not bad. I'll use the ration when we're almost in the area that the Duramboros went to. And hey, Durham tail case. Not bad. At least it's something tail related from the tail. And ration up. Hey, buddy. You doing okay? You look a little angry. Ooh, I barely got that knockdown. He was almost done spinning. Well, might as well grab these blue bugs too. Killer beetles though. There we go. Thunderbugs are okay. Alright, so the Durambros will almost certainly be asleep when we get to where it is, which is right through here. Which is good for us. Because that back is very exposed. So we can just give it a smack. And a few more while it's getting up. We just interrupted 2 roars. One by enraging it so it wanted to roar again, and the other by just smacking it for a flinch. Okay. I'll definitely take a tremor over anything that actually does damage. Excuse me. I need that whetstone? Like I was about to use... Oh. Thanks, Durambros. Helping me get that whetstone back. You're a real pal. One, two... Unfortunately, with a short weapon like this, it is a little tougher to make sure that I actually hit the feet, especially when it's doing one of the spins where he's got a little bit of lateral motion. When he's spinning in place, it's still pretty easy, but when he's spinning with momentum to any direction, it gets a little harder. There we go. And now for our 4 carves. Nothing amazing, but at least we got some stuff. Like, we could have done worse pretty easily. Oh boy, an insect husk broke my net. It's okay. I guess we don't get that flash bug. Got a decent amount of parts. Shame we can't get laggy horns in the quest rewards. If we could get 2 laggy horns per quest, then I wouldn't have to worry. As is, I think I'm gonna have to go for high rank laggy horn, or laggy horns from high rank laggies if I want to be able to upgrade the weapon at all, which is a shame. Sup, Gamba? Oh, I screwed up your plans, huh? that's not that strong. Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Makes sense. Except I didn't steal nothing. You got knocked out and then asked me to fight it. Okay, so we are bringing Kayamba on our quests. He is learning a lot of things. Okay, so dances. Rara and Oogaboo is okay. But what about Rara and Waka Waka? Alright, that's not great. What about Rara and Woohoo? Giving the earplugs is nice. But I still think we can do better. How about Oogaboo and Waka Waka? That's what we want right there. Health large and antidote. Yes, please. And then for your mask. Sure, we can have you on the pincer mask. Also, apparently the mastery of a mask is... Oh, it's because Kayamba can't wear it is why it's showing that it's got one mastery. Because otherwise I would be like, wait, the mastery is irrespective of the person wearing it? Now, the fluffy mask is pretty good because they'll gather things and also you can see where monsters are. But actually, I think I'll just go without it. Lamp Mask is nice in that it starts with 2 ability slots. And I guess it also helps him clear out small monsters for us. So let's go with that. And then for our abilities... Ah, that's what Hunter does. It's not bad, but I kind of like having them do some gathering. So, let's go with some Weather Breaker. And I guess we need to level him up to get him earplugs. Looks like it. So... Yeah, sure. Could be better, but could be worse. So let's see here, just for curiosity's sake, can we make any Duramboros armor? And if so, do we have any reason to? Interesting, we don't have what it takes to see what it takes to make the chest. Okay, attack, recovery speed, and survivor. I think Survivor is the one that makes it so that you're stronger after a cart. In which case, that is 100% worthless to us because I'm not allowed to cart. But the points in attack aren't bad. And recovery speed is also acceptable. Though it looks like it takes quite a bit of stuff to actually make the Duramboros armor. So we might have to clown suit it up if we want to use it at all. Wait, let's actually check our weapon craft here. Because, yeah, we do not want to make this like that. Because then we need one more laggy horn, and we're simply not getting that. This needs a firestone to upgrade. But it's got a good amount of green. Like, downright respectable. The negative affinity is bad, but it's still, on average, stronger than this. So that might be worth going for. Though I think we've got some people to talk to. Maybe. Maybe in the farm. Well, I guess we can look at all the stuff that we upgraded. So, I think that means one of these is going to be done. Yes. Okay, so what do we need? Flash bugs. We need flash bugs. And now we're free to use funky pheromones, so I guess we can. It would still be more efficient to wait until we've got a level 3 bug box, but honestly, it's fine. I expect we'll end up with more funky pheromones the next time we go to the Moga Woods anyway. Speaking of which, we could go right now for a Rathian, but we'd have to avoid the Jaggy, which would be annoying. While I do need Rathian webbing, I don't think we're going to do that in the next episode. Didn't want to talk to you. Wanted to talk to her. So what have we got? Alright, we've got a few new quests available. I find it interesting that this game thinks Nibble Snarf and Laggy belong on the same tier. Because they super don't. Now, there's something to be said for doing this quest, because it gives us the ability to go mining in the volcano. But don't want to do it quite yet. Actually, hang on. If we head over to the marina, actually, before we do that, let's just, I think it's not available here, but if it is, that saves us some time. Not weapons. Okay, yeah, it's not available here. It's Tanzia only. Oh. That's right, we can buy that, but it's super expensive. Yeah, let's head on over to Tanzia real quick. To the marina. And then, not him, but this guy. Well, actually, do you have different weapons? No, you've got fewer weapons. But over here we do have the Lock-Lack stuff, which is interesting for a very specific reason, and it's that transporter right there. So we're going to buy this Lock-Lack stuff. There's a chest, a waist, and then there's the legs. And wearing all three gets us transporter +5, or +10 rather. And that is going to be important because we are going to do those powder stones next time. Because that can also get us the fire stones that we need, and then we can do the Tanzia Duramboros. And with that, or not Duramboros, Tanzia Baroth. And with that, we can upgrade our Carapace Mace. And that way we'll have a better weapon that we don't have to sharpen 1,000,000 times every quest. And I kind of like that idea. And also, while we're at it, we can maybe kill an Uragon. That would probably be a pretty good thing to do. So join us next time when we deliver some powder stones and play with an Uragon. See you then, friends.